You ever stop somewhere you almost didn't? Not because you needed to, just because something inside said pull in. That's how this started. I wasn't tired, didn't need food, but I saw a small rest area coming up and thought, why not? So I pulled in. Nothing special, couple picnic tables, one vending machine, few cars scattered, and there was an old man sitting alone on one of those benches. Baseball cap, worn jacket, coffee in his hand. Not scrolling a phone, not talking, just sitting. I walked past him at first, then something made me nod. He nodded back. And as I sat down a few feet away, he said, "Beautiful day to slow down, ain't it?" I laughed a little. Said, "Yeah, guess it is." He looked at the trucks, pulling back onto the highway, and said, "Everybody's always in a hurry to get somewhere." You ever noticed that? I said, "Yeah, comes with the job sometimes." He smiled. "That's life, son, not just the job." Now he wasn't preachy. He wasn't dramatic. Just calm, grounded. He took a sip of his coffee and said, "I rushed everything." I didn't respond right away. Just let him keep going. I rushed my career, rushed raising my kids, rushed fixing things I thought I had time to fix later. Turns out, later doesn't always show up. That line hit. Not loud, not heavy, just honest. He wasn't bitter, he wasn't angry, just reflective. I asked him if he had kids. He nodded. 3, all grown. I asked if they were nearby. He smiled a little sideways. Close enough. Then he looked straight at me and said, "Don't rush your life trying to win something that won't matter when it's over." Now that's a line that stays with you. Because out here, we chase miles, chase deadlines, chase money, chase proving something. And sometimes we forget to just sit, like he was doing, sitting, watching cars and trucks come and go, breathing. He said something else that stuck. "You know what I remember most?" I said, "What's that?" Not the promotions, not the arguments, not the stuff I bought. I remember the quiet moments I almost skipped. That's when I realized something. He wasn't sitting there because he had nowhere to go. He was sitting there because he learned not to rush leaving. I asked him if he comes here often. He chuckled. "Whenever I feel myself speeding up too much." That's wisdom without ego. Just awareness. After a few more minutes, he stood up slowly. Said, "I appreciate the company." I told him, "I appreciate the perspective." As he walked back to his car, he turned and said one last thing. "Don't let busy make you blind." Then he drove off. And I sat there another minute. Because sometimes you don't realize you needed a reminder until you get one. I almost didn't stop there. I almost kept driving. And if I had, I wouldn't have heard that. Don't rush your life. We think wisdom comes from big speeches. It doesn't. Sometimes it's just an old man at a rest stop with a cup of coffee. Sometimes it's someone who's already lived the years you're still chasing. And maybe the lesson isn't to slow down completely. Maybe it's just to notice when you're speeding through moments that actually matter. Because one day, you'll be the old one sitting at a rest stop, and the only thing you'll have left are the moments you didn't rush past. This is Midnight Roads and Real Talk.